Alright, now I will talk about general life here. Now before I start, I want to say a few things. I have moved here in November and I have recorded this video, I think like almost, this is the fourth time I'm recording it. The reason why I did not post it is because I didn't want to have an impression of things very early, because sometimes you don't really know why things are the way they are. But now that I've stayed here for almost like eight months, I know why things are the way they are a little bit. It takes time, but still I think I know why everything is the way it is a little bit by now, and that's why I'm posting this video. So when it comes to just general life, this is my perception, is most people here like to go outdoors, okay? Because the weather here is very unpredictable. You see a lot of children, whenever the weather is a little good, like it's sunny, or even if it's like cloudy, children, they play outside, and it's a good thing, you know. Most of your development happens when you go out and you mix with people of your age, or you mix with children of your age. And parents here also encourage kids going out and playing, which I think it's a really good. We have a playground very close to our house, and whenever we pass by that playground, I always see small children playing with the ball, running around, or cycling, or doing something. Like, everyone is outdoors. The more you are outdoors, the more you really interact with nature, and you also build your physical strength. So I have seen children play in the rain, in the cold, without any protection, and when it's sunny, definitely. So everyone likes to go outdoors, and even if the weather, if it's a little good one day, I'll see people putting up camps in a place near our house, and they will maybe fish, or they will have a barbecue. So people prefer to go outdoors, and there are also a lot of parks and a lot of places like this where you can really spend time outdoors. Some people, I have seen them just lying and just reading a book in the sun. So people, I feel people really value their time, the time that they get outdoors. The weather, okay, the weather here is very unpredictable. I am coming from the eastern part of India, and the weather there is also pretty unpredictable. It rains sometimes, and sometimes it's very hot, but overall I think we know what Indian weather is. It's hot, it's humid, but here you don't really understand what is going to happen in the next 1 hour, because it can be sunny, and then within 1 hour it can be super cloudy, and in the next 30 minutes it can start raining, and everything can clear up in the next 30 minutes, and then it can be sunny within like 2 hours. So the weather is very unpredictable, and that is why we always wear a jacket, or we always carry a jacket, or we carry umbrella, so we are always prepared. And also it rains a lot here. It is because there are so many water bodies. Netherlands is literally below the sea level, so a lot of the land in Netherlands was formed by pushing out seawater, reclaiming land from the sea. That is why you have a lot of water all around. You've seen all of these canals, and you've seen like big water bodies are there. That's why there is frequent rain. So rain is our friend every day of the year. So there is no rainy season. We say that, everyone says that rain is what is there the whole year. The sun and everything else is just periodical. That's what you can say. Now, because it rains so much, sometimes it happens that your vitamin D levels go very down, because if you don't have sun, then you don't really have a very steady source of vitamin D. Everyone here actually takes supplement, and especially if you're coming from a country like India, which is hot, humid, closer to the equator, then you'll have a difficult time. Basically, initially you'll have a very difficult time. And I came in November when it was just the onset of winter, so everything was very cloudy. It felt like it's going to rain. I think November was the month which had 30 days of no sun. Okay, so you did not see the sunlight for 30 days. Of course there was light, but you didn't see the sun rays as such. So in conditions like that, your vitamin D goes, everyone faces the same problem. So your hair starts falling, your skin starts getting dry, you have issues with your vision also apparently sometimes. So if you're here, then you need to make sure that you take a vitamin D supplement. I consulted with my doctor. She said that you take a certain level of vitamin D supplement, because like I said, if you're coming from a country like India, your body is more used to having vitamin D, or your body is more used to synthesizing vitamin D from the presence of natural sunlight. So that was an issue here. But now I think since it's summer, we do get a lot of sun, and we try to stay outdoors, and that helps. But I do take the supplements because you never know. So coming from the supplement side to the medicine and the medical system here, I think that's the most different from back in India. In India, you can, if you're consulting with a doctor, you can directly call up their doctor's clinic, or you can go to like a polyclinic, and you can get your appointment with your doctor of your choice, and then you can go ahead and visit. It's not the same here. So once you come here, you have to register with the Gimente first, which is essentially the municipality, and then you have to register to your nearby clinic. So you have to register to your nearby clinic, which is essentially your first step if you want to consult a doctor. And for everything, practically all of your problems, you first have to go to your house arts, which is like your house doctor, which is like an in-house doctor who is there at that clinic. And the first step is you have to go to that doctor. So whether you have like a fever, or you have a stomach upset, or you have like your hair is falling, anything for anything and everything, your first step is to go to the house arts. Now if the house arts feels like they can refer you to a specialist, then they will. And if they feel like this can be taken care of with a few medicines, or they themselves can look into it, then they do that, and then you don't get referred to a specialist. There are SOS, of course, there's emergency, you can call, you can go to your nearest hospital in terms of emergency, but you cannot choose your doctor like that, like how it happens in India. So that is not there. Everything goes through your house arts, and a lot depends on how your house art is. Okay, now in that topic, there is a lot of discussion, debate about the medicines here. Doctors do not really prescribe any antibiotics easily here. For everything, almost everything, your first medicine is a paracetamol. If there is pain, it's a paracetamol. If I have heard for even some cases where people were like really struggling, they have been given paracetamol. I did go to the doctor once, and she suggested for the pain that I take paracetamol, and then she suggested something homely that we can do, and the problem subsided. Get antibiotics on your first visit, or you don't get medicines like 4-5 medicines like how it is back in India. And I don't know how to feel about it, because I've seen a lot of people who have really struggled with it, and then I've also seen a lot of people back in India who have been prescribed too many medicines, and I firsthand have an experience of being prescribed too many medicines. and then you develop resistance to a few drug groups. So I don't know what to really comment, but yeah, you don't get antibiotics as easily as you get back in India. And I think the doctors here, they are more focused on like lifestyle changes to to somehow solve even some of the more critical problems. I don't know if the lifestyle change can really change or really heal critical issues, but apparently they do believe it does. And yeah, it's a little dicey. There are hospitals, many of our friends, they have had hospital experiences in hospitals and everything. That is proactive, but then going through the whole house arts and then going to a specialist, it's a long process. So you're not going to go to your doctor of choice so easily. And like I said, a lot also depends on the house arts.
I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. See you in another video about my life in the Netherlands. Till then, bye bye.